Social media marketing. This is one of my most favorite sections, I must say. There is so much to cover on this that a whole 20-hour course would not cover it, I think. So please bear in mind that we are only going to cover the basics of it and essentially look at the main aspects today. First of all, I really want to differentiate social media marketing from SEO and PPC. It's a different kind of advertising. SEO and PPC are very intent heavy. You type in something that you're actively looking for, and Google will bring you some options, obviously. Social media is more about inducing into your customer's mind that they need the product or service that you are offering. This is why I consider social media traffic as cold traffic. In some cases, if the targeting is done really right, we can think of it as lukewarm traffic, but it's still not intent heavy as a Google search would be. We are going to focus on two main social media platforms today, LinkedIn and Facebook. LinkedIn is of course a great way to target B2B type businesses. It's pretty simple and straightforward. In LinkedIn, you have three ways of promoting your product or services. You have the straightforward LinkedIn ads, the sponsored stories and posts, and the in-messages ads. I will also talk about Sales Navigator because I feel it can be a very powerful tool for some people. What is great about LinkedIn is the targeting side of it. I can target people by job title, industry, seniority level, and even individual company name. So for example, I could pick all the sales marketing managers within a specific industry, or pick all the sales marketing managers that work for, say, Coca-Cola, Nestle, Procter & Gamble, and so on. As long as the volume exceeds 1,000 people, we'll be all right. When you think about this, it's pretty powerful stuff. If your message is right and the offer is amazing, you get the chance to be seen by the perfect customers. These people are all potential buyers and they are also the decision makers within the company. The other thing that I like with LinkedIn ads is that when someone contacts you, it's from their own accord. It's not you making a cold call and then having to try to push your product down the throat of that customer. When contact is made, half the battle is already won because that prospective person knows about you, knows what you do, and is definitely interested into what you are selling. Then it's just a question of closing the client. Now, when running those ads, you have two options. Either you display the ads per impressions, where you get 1,000 impressions for a set price, or you pay them per click. This can be a tricky bit. If your ad is really popular, you might get lots of click for the 1,000 impression, making it very cheap. Here's a picture of one of the sponsored posts that I'm running at the moment. I'm averaging this price per click, which is significant, way lower than whatever LinkedIn was proposing as a price per click. From what I've seen so far, sponsored posts performs the best, especially if you draft them in a conversational way. People don't really fully see them as ads and therefore might be more inclined to interact with it. What is also great with sponsored posts is the ability for these people to follow your company with just one click as well. This is extremely valuable as any future post made on the company page would appear in these people's feed. And you won't have to pay for it, contrary to Facebook, which I will touch upon in a minute. LinkedIn also offers conversion tracking codes, so you will be able to measure the return on investment of any campaign. Now, you can also create in-messaging ads, which I'm not a big fan of, again, because I just feel it's kind of cold calling, but as a message. But I've seen many people be very, very successful with it. It's all about, again, the messaging, the way you word it, and how you approach the person. Now, something I want to touch on really quickly is Sales Navigator. I won't go in much depth, but I feel it's important to mention this. Sales Navigator is a great tool to find really high value prospects. Once you sign up for it, you'll pay a monthly fee and you'll get the opportunity to send emails to people. These will essentially be cold emails, but again, in your messaging, same as the in-messaging ads, if you use a good message, you have a good chance of converting because those people are your direct targets and are decision takers pretty much. All right, so when looking at Facebook marketing, we need to focus on 5 things: campaign aim, the budget, the placement, the audiences, and the ad itself. We can run a lot of campaigns in Facebook and each have a different aim in mind. Facebook has a great algorithm. Contrary to Google, Facebook really wants you to succeed. So if your main aim is to have video views, for example, go ahead and use the video views campaign. Here are the main campaigns you can use. Brand awareness, pretty self-explanatory. Local awareness, used for a business that sells physical goods and who wants to promote to a specific geographic radius. Example, a 1K radius or 2K radius and so on. Traffic, again, pretty self-explanatory, essentially sending traffic to a website, for example. Conversion, this works in combination with the pixel data, which I will talk about a bit further on. And these are ads optimized for conversion. A conversion can be a lead, a sale, something added to cart, time on site, and so on. Engagement, again, this is promoting a written post. Engagement relates to likes, comments, and so on. Reach, this involves showing the ad to the most amount of people possible. Product catalog sales, these are ads that contains a list of all the products that you want to advertise. Each line of the product catalog contains description of each product, including name, category, availability, and so on. These are great ads because, for example, if a product has zero availability, Facebook will work itself out to not show this product to anyone. App installs, pretty self-explanatory as well. Video, same thing. Store visits, get people who are nearby your shop to come and visit. Lead generation, these are ads created to capture leads right inside of Facebook. This is pretty cool because when you send someone to a landing page, there are a lot of dropouts. Too many stairs, people don't feel comfortable with giving their email address or phone number and so on and so on. Whereas in this case, Facebook will fill in the form automatically with the data of the user. So now that we have chosen the marketing objective, we are going to go into the targeting setup. Here again, we have lots of choices. First of all, geography, age, gender, languages. Then detailed targeting. For example, if you're an online shop who sells kitchenwares, you could target people who follow famous chefs or kitchen-related TV shows, people interested in specific kitchen books or specific diets, vegan, raw, and so on. You could target people who earn more than $1 million a year, people who bought a piece of clothing or a piece of jewelry in the last 6 months. Once you're done with your targeting, we are going to look into placement. Here we have a couple of options to use from Facebook, specifically in-feed, right columns in stream video or instant articles. Instagram, we'll have our ads show up on Instagram, of course. Audience network, that's pretty much everyone who runs Facebook ads, might it be on their website or in their mobile software. So for example, you could be playing a free game on your iPhone and in comes your ad. Messenger, this will be served inside Facebook's own Messenger app. Then we also need to choose if we want our ads to be shown on all devices or specific devices. If you are selling an iPhone game, for example, you might want to deselect all the devices that are not iPhones and iPads. Or if you sell a game, for example, that's too big to be downloaded off 3G network, you might just want to select devices connected via Wi-Fi. And once you're done with it, you set up your budget and finish off by creating your ad. The targeting opportunities are immense with Facebook. A lot of people think that because their business is B2B, that they have no use for Facebook. People will also say, I rarely click on ads on Facebook, and therefore Facebook doesn't have much info on me. This is where people are wrong. Facebook knows a huge portion of your life, habits, and interests. This is possible via their pixel technology, which moves us to the last section, which is the pixel. The pixel is a piece of code that Facebook gives you and that you install on your website, app, and so on. That Facebook pixel can be used a number of ways. For example, a checkout page can have a special code within the pixel, which is checkout. Or a lead goal page can have the same pixel with a different goal, which is going to be a lead. The pixel matches straight away your account to your visit. Therefore, you could be thinking of golf, start browsing Google for a product, go on the store and buy it. If the pixel is installed on the website, Facebook will correlate the data and put you into a pool that includes golf equipment as interests. And you've been nowhere near Facebook at this stage, and they already know that you are into golf. This is how we also use retargeting, which I will fully explain in the next video. But essentially, since that pixel can be matched to your Facebook account, I can ask Facebook to show and re-show over and over again various ads to the people who visited my website. I could even say, okay, this guy added to cart something but didn't check out, so how about giving 10% and try and convert him into a customer? So as you can see, Facebook is becoming more and more powerful and giving us access to a whole lot of data and making online marketing way, way more easier. That's it for this video. I hope I didn't go through too fast. Like always, please join our Facebook group. It's a place to help each other out with any online marketing questions. I also have 2 sets of PDFs that will help you create your perfect Facebook persona. This is an essential tool before starting any sort of Facebook ads. You can download this here and see you in the next video. Cheers.